I was going through some archives and some old chats that I had with my friends a few years back when we started into business, and I got the idea to make this video here today. So guys, on today's video, I'll be taking you through the top 5 reasons why most young entrepreneurs fail in the first few months of business. Let's go get it. Reason number 1, overplanning. We spend so much time planning. What happens is the first time a person gets an idea or goes to a seminar and hears about something new, the fire starts. The fire is burning and you can't wait to go out there and get the job done. Then you start planning. Then you're planning still. And planning, 2 months later, still planning. You know what happens while you're busy planning? The fire burns all out. And once the fire burns out, the idea is dead. The business actually dies before it even takes off. Before you even give birth to your business. Over-planning kills your business. Now, I remember when I got the idea to start a fitness brand, right? And I called my friends in and I told them my plan. Guys, this is what I want to do. There were so many questions that all of my friends had in the room, and they didn't have any bad intentions. It's not that they were telling me that I won't be successful, but they just wanted to know parts of a plan that were missing. And one thing I realized is there'll always be a question. As long as there's no product in the market, even if there's product in the market, as long as you're not number one, you're not at the top, there'll always be a question. There'll always be a question. So I remember telling my friends that day, some of these things that you guys are asking, I haven't figured it out yet. I'll figure it out when I'm in there. Let's just get product in the market. And that day I learned something special that I've kept with me all this time. And I think this is something all young entrepreneurs have to take with them. And that's sometimes you don't need a plan. You just need balls. You just need guts. Get in there. Get the product moving. You'll figure it out inside. Stop over planning. That is the biggest killer for young entrepreneurs. Number 2, worrying about step 15 when you still have to get over step 1, 2, and 3. What I mean by this is young entrepreneurs think too far ahead. And by all means, it's a great thing to think ahead. But don't let the idea of thinking ahead hinder you from mastering the level that you're at right now. I mean, some of you are worried about, oh, do I have 10,000 Rand to get a website and keep it up? But do people on your Facebook know about your product? I mean, that's free marketing. Just to take a Facebook post and post your product. Wait, do you even have product? You're already worried about, would I be able to ship overseas to Brazil, to America, to New Zealand? Have you made sales and hand delivered in your community? Do you even have a product? You're worried, am I gonna have office space? Will I find space at a mall? My brother, stop worrying about step 15. Master the levels here. You're worried about funding. Do I have 50,000 Rand to get my product going? Do I have 100,000 Rand? In order for you to be able to go apply for funding, you need to show these people a product. You need to show these people some sort of sales. You need to show these people that you are actually investor worthy. Those investors can invest in you and trust you. You know where that comes from? From you mastering the levels that you're at. Problem number 3, the failure to use immediately available resources. And what do I mean by immediately available resources? Immediately available resources are resources that you can access, you have access to at the level that you're at right now. For example, like I mentioned in the previous point, you might not have 10,000 Rand or even 5,000 Rand to have a website up of the highest quality to help you generate even more income. But you do have social media, you do have WhatsApp, you do have Facebook, you do have Instagram, you have all these social media platforms that might not work as great as a website, but if used properly and used very well, strategically well, You can sell using all that stuff. You can market, you can advertise using all those social media platforms. Another example is when I started and I started my brand. I did not have enough money to go get a graphic designer or get a graphic design firm, if that's what they're called, to come design my logos, to come design my clothes, to come design everything. But I was a student in UJ. So I knew that in UJ, there are graphic design students. Guess what? That's an immediately available resource. So yes, I could not afford a firm, but I could go make friends with someone who's studying graphic design on campus. So what did I do? I went on campus. I started hanging out with people that hang out with the graphic design students. Lo and behold, in absolutely no time, I'd made a few graphic design students. And that's how my logo came about. Till this day, I'm using a logo that a graphic design student friend of mine made for me. That's an example of me using an immediately available resource without actually having to go out there and spending thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of rands. So in your circle, surely you know someone who has great photography skills. You know someone who can design things. You know people that can sell. You might not be able to afford models, but you have friends who are social media influencers. Why don't you try use those people? Not in a bad way, but that's you getting getting help from a friend. Use immediately available resources. They're there, guys. Look for them within your circle. If your circle doesn't have anything that can help you out, then I'm worried about your circle. But take a look inside your circle. Surely there are immediately available resources. Number 4 is a lack of knowledge. This one, in this day and age in 2020, is absolutely inexcusable. And guys, I'm not talking about education, because I know a lot of you guys will come at me on some, but I didn't go to this university, I didn't get this education, I don't have that qualification. I'm not talking about education. I'm talking about knowledge. In the day and age, the time that we're living in now, with all the social media platforms, with all the ebooks, with all the YouTube, with all the business coaches out there, there's absolutely no reason for anyone to be interested in a specific sector, in a particular sector, and not have enough information. Books are out there on the shelves. You can just watch a YouTube video, just like you're watching right now, and gain knowledge. I never went to a business school, but I knew that for my property investing business to grow, I have to start hanging around property investors. So what did I do? I started watching property investing videos all over YouTube. I spent the whole day, whatever free time or spare time I had, I'd be watching property investing videos. Eventually, that led me to knowing about a seminar that was coming in Johannesburg. Again, I don't have education, but that seminar is a chance for me to go out there and acquire knowledge. I got out to the seminar. I got myself in a circle where I was now in a network of property investors. I got myself a mentor. I got myself a coach. Now, all the stuff that I just mentioned, it might not be education, but it's knowledge. And without knowledge, you'll never dominate any game. You'll never dominate any sector. The lane that you're trying to run will always have traffic. You know why? Because you don't know how to navigate your way around that sector. So go out there and gain knowledge. Number 5, you don't talk about your business enough. You don't talk about your idea enough. So often I hear a lot of people and read about a lot of people on social media making comments about, I've got fake friends. They don't support my business. They don't help me. How can we, your friends, help you when we don't know what you're doing? How can we support you and assist you and help push you forward when we don't know what you're doing? It's one thing for you to mention once or maybe twice that you want to start a football team. But it's another thing if you're constantly in our ears about it, if we see you put action into it, if you actually talk about it like it's something that is meaningful to you, like it's something serious to you, like it's something that you really, really with all your might want to do, then we know you're serious. Guys, you want to get funding, you want to get help, you want to get support. I might not be able to help you, but if you are talking about your business consistently, I'll eventually pick up on your idea, and I might know someone who knows someone, or I might know someone who has something that can help propel you forward. Stop being quiet about your business. Talk about your business. The more you talk about, I remember before I even bought my first property, I was talking about business, talking about property investing so much that people around me started believing that I was a property investor, to a point where in my circle, not even in my circle, in the university actually, if somebody said property investor, the first person that came to their mind was me. And I didn't own a property at the time, but you know why? It was because I spoke about property investing so many times, to a point where when one of my friends or someone that randomly knows me hears anything about property investing, they get excited to rush and come tell me about it. You know why? Because I'm talking about my business. You will not get the support you need. You will not get the assistance you need. You will not build the right network. You will not build the right connections until you start talking about your business. And I'm not even referring to Bible kind of things of how the mouth or the tongue has the power to destroy and create. I'm just talking simply about letting people in your circle know what your idea is, what your business is, what your struggles are in the business. Talk about where you were going. Talk about what you're trying to do. Talk a bit more about your business. Let us know so we can help you, so we can assist you. That silence will break down that business. Besides all of that, the other thing is, talking about your business, what I've noticed is when I talk about my business, I actually get excited. That fire that was sort of starting to simmer down for whatever reason starts lighting up again. I start getting excited again. Hell, some ideas even start popping up. Sometimes when I'm telling someone about my business, they also start dropping nuggets. They also start dropping some ideas on me. So guys, please talk about your business. Talk about it. Get excited when you talk about it. Let people know. When people think about whatever sector that you want to get into, you're the first person that comes into their mind. The only way that you'll achieve that is by staying in people's faces and talking about your business. So now, guys, we've reached the end of our video. These were things I felt were very close to my heart and I had to share, especially because I'm a young entrepreneur myself. I've had a few businesses fail, and luckily I have my property investing business and I have my clothing brand that are really doing very well for me right now. But I thought I must take my experiences from the businesses that failed, and I must take my experiences from watching my friends who've also failed and just compile this video for you. There are probably millions on millions and millions and gazillions of other reasons why a young entrepreneur may fail when they're getting into business. So if you do know some other reasons that people may fail, specifically young people, when it comes to business that I may have left out in this video, feel free to drop a comment in the comment section below. Let us know what the other reasons for failure are. And hopefully, if some of you guys have some solution to some of the problems that will be put out by people in the comment section, also put it in the comment section below. Let's actually have a conversation around business failures and how we can prevent more young people from falling in the trap of failing very early in business. And also, guys, if you did like the video, please don't forget to put a thumbs up. We're trying to grow the channel. We're trying to groom young business people, most particularly young men. This is not to say we are gender biased, if that's a word, but this YouTube channel is mainly specifically for developing men's health and men's world. So guys, please help us grow. We'd appreciate it if you were to give this video a thumbs up, and if you were to subscribe and turn on the notifications bell so that the next time we post another video, you will know about it. For now, I'd like to say peace.